What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. Back at you with another one. So today I want to talk about what Shaq said. He then chimed in on what T-Mac said about he could win rings if he played with Shaq. You know what I'm saying? So Shaq agrees. He's like, if I played with T-Mac, I could win. He feel like he could have won 3 rings. Okay, cool. Cool. Now, it was some other underlying things that he said that also cleared up some false narratives that's been going around about Kobe. So I'm gonna let y'all hear what Shaq had to say, and then I'm gonna come back and let y'all hear my 10 cents.
Words that can be taken as negative and positive. What he said was absolutely true. But Kobe's not your average passenger. That's what makes him different. And, you know, I can say this now, it doesn't really matter whose team it was, but don't ever get a twist on who was in charge. Don't ever in your life get it twisted on who was in charge. Okay? But now that we got that out the way, what he said was correct. But people respect Kobe. Like, it's just, but it's like you can have conversations, arguments, and you can have silly conversations. That's a silly conversation. Like, the man is vital to my 3 championships. Vital. I didn't do them by myself. Vital. At some parts of the series, more vital than me. I did what I had to do, but if he don't do what he ever do, would we have 3? Never know. Right? I'm arrogant enough to say I can get 1 by myself. 3 by myself? No way. Right? And when I left, he struggled to get back. And then what they did, they brought in 2 7-footers to equal what I was doing, which helped him get 2 more. So what Gilbert said was correct, but I think it was taken negatively. And a lot of jocks. Oh, yeah, you got 3, but you got 3 because of Shaq. And I hear the same thing. Oh, yeah, you got 3 because of Kobe. Like, I see posts all the time. Oh, y'all say Shaq carried Kobe. And they put Kobe's stats in when he averaged more than me. We carried each other. 1-2 punch. I've never seen a fighter in a long time just knock out a person with one hand. And I've seen them all. I've seen them set you up, and then boom. And then sometime they set you up, and then boom. That was us. One game, I'm going to do this. One game, he going to do that. One game, we both going to do it. When it come time that we need it, I'm going to do it, and he going to do it. And what T-Mac said was correct, too. Think about that all the time. You switch our positions. Well, let me ask you, you think I could have got 3 with T-Mac in a row? No, let me go on the record and say T-Mac was a bad motherfucker. Yeah. But see, you got to understand, when T-Mac out there by himself, he don't really have room to operate. Our guy had room to operate because I got 3 people on me. Right? I got 3 people on me.
Yeah.
T-Mac, double, quadruple, triple team. Kobe, and, you know, Kenny Smith said this all the time. Kobe didn't get double and triple team a lot. He was free to roam around and do all that stuff. So what T-Mac said, I believe to be true, because T-Mac was a bad boy. What Gilbert said, I believe to be true. It was just construed probably negatively. And that's the good thing about conversations. But what? He not, but T-Mac was a bad boy. So I agree with what T-Mac said. Probably get a lot of flack, but I always say to myself, I think I could have got 3 in a row with T-Mac. I think I could have got 2 with Vince. Oh, I know I'll get 6 with Steph. Like, this is like, because now that I'm not a player, I'm a fan, and I do what fans do.
So, okay, y'all heard that, right? Now, I'm going to just speak on the T-Mac, right? Just T-Mac. I ain't going to get on the Steph and all that. I'm going to just speak solely on T-Mac. Now, I think that it's hard to say, but I think, like, if there was any player that could have stepped in for Kobe and won those rings with Shaq, it would have been T-Mac. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had a similar game. He was long. He was athletic. He could defend. So I do feel like if there was a guy that could have did it, it would have been T-Mac. Now, could he? Who knows, right? We'll never know. But I couldn't see them not winning at all. Like, I just couldn't see it. T-Mac was too good. Like, T-Mac was definitely one of them ones. He probably in the very underrated category when it comes to how good T-Mac was. You know what I mean? He caught a couple bad hands on teams. You know what I'm saying? Like, Orlando, it was just him. It was supposed to have been him, Grant Hill, and Tim Duncan. And he ended up being the Lone Ranger. You know what I mean? Then he went over to Houston. And he got bad foot Yao. Like, Yao really couldn't stay in. You know what I'm saying? Yao wasn't healthy. So he kind of got a bad rap with that. And then after that, it was pretty much injuries. Like, he never was the same player. I feel like the end of the T-Mac as we know it was Houston. After that, it was like he never really got back to who he was. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's really my take on that. I'll say he would be the best, you know, the best player to substitute for Kobe. Now, what else I noticed in what Shaq was saying was he really kind of, without directly saying it, cleared up this whole false narrative of Kobe being a sidekick. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kobe wasn't no sidekick, right? Now, when he said about the vital moments, right? So, like, they got the job done, regardless of, it might have been Shaq that had the ball out a little bit more that game. It might have been Kobe that had the ball out a little bit more that game, statistically or whatever, blase splee. But at the end of the day, they got the job done. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when we look at sidekick number one, number two, we look too much at stats. And a big that also get buckets is going to always have a better overall stats, because they're getting rebounds, they're getting blocks. So statistically, yeah, they might have better stats. But the thing that stats don't account for is overall impact of what you did on the court. Like, it's not a stat for everything. So I feel like unless you really watched it, you can't compare. You can't even have a conversation on it. Like, if you didn't watch them play together, you really can't. You can't speak on it, right? And another comment that Shaq said was, we carried each other, right? Because, you know, it's basketball. Some days it ain't your day, some days it is. So between the two of them, they got it done. Just like the Indiana series, Shaq fouled out. Kobe said, we good. But he put up like 49, 17 and something. You know what I'm saying? When Shaq was out, he rose up. That's what you're supposed to do, right? That's what the duo is. That was the dynamic. You know what I mean? So, you know, I feel like the biggest thing he said in that, to me, throughout his conversation about T-Mac was this whole false narrative of Kobe being a sidekick. So that's what I got out of the video more than anything, was that, like, Kobe wasn't no sidekick. So tell me what y'all think in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. See y'all on the next one. Peace.